All right, let's get to it, right? We are now live. This is the first episode, okay? The first of many, but the first episode of the Be Blunt podcast. Let's make some noise for that. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I've had a lot to say. There's a lot of things that have been going on in comedy, and I think that with my controversial comments and thoughts, I think that I would add a really good mix to the game. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay? Let's make it happen. Again, let's make some noise for that. Let's begin. So Katt Williams. Lordy. Katt Williams came out and made a lot of people a little shook. He had them out here shivering in their motherfucking pants. And I believe that this interview that has grossed over they're doing too much. This is SNL. I need to know how much. 59 million views. I have understood one thing about this particular podcast. Katt has been holding on for dear life. When I say he's been holding on to so much. And it was because he has been told, as all these comedians in our genre, aka black comedy, to shut the fuck up and be a good boy. Shut up and be a good boy. And I, for one, understand, because I've been told the same thing. I like the fact that he called people out. I like the fact that he's self-made. I like the fact that he set a fire under the comedy world. We deserve this. We need the eyes. We deserve the eyes. A lot of you older comedians ain't really working. You ain't really working like that. So you're welcome. You should be thanking Katt, because now you have something to talk about. A lot of y'all think that this is buffoonery. Why are you out there causing problems? Why are you out there making the black comedy community look bad? Nigga, you've been making the comedy community look bad. All of you veterans that were in that era, the Def Jam era, the Comic View era, your fans are slowly dying away. Slowly dying away. And yet, they still treat the up and coming, the good guys, the ones that are actually worth a damn. They don't help them. No, let's keep them, let's suppress them. I don't understand why black comedy does that. And there's a plethora of niggas. If I just say Atlanta, that's enough. Because Atlanta, they act different out there. And it's okay. They're entitled to feel how they feel about comedy. But just like my man Matt Rife said, I don't want to do comedy in Atlanta. How about that? I'm okay with not doing comedy in Atlanta. I love Atlanta. Forever I love Atlanta. But I don't really like doing comedy there. But for Katt to be able to light a fire under comedy's ass and allow the words to penetrate these sensitive ears, these sensitive and fragile ears. And then you have like for instance, right? Like they say, how dare he make fun of the forefathers? The four. Do you understand how easy it was to be famous when they were coming up? And they say it was hard, but if you got past when you got to the gatekeepers, When you got to the gatekeepers, it was pretty easy because it was a lot of mediocre comedians. It was a lot of mediocre comedians back then. I know y'all not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. It was a lot of mediocre comedians that had opportunities that was in major movies. The comedy community in the black genre is fucked up. They preach that pro-black and we gonna work with each other. Behind the scenes, they are stabbing niggas in the back. Behind the scenes, they are stabbing niggas in the back. And I've been a part of it personally. Steve Brown, I've been a part of it personally. JP Justice, I've been a part of it. OC the bus driver, I've been a part of fuckery from OGs, huh? These OGs saying, shut up and listen. Who in the fuck? Shut up and Nick, who in the fuck? You can let these other lame ass comedians listen to you. You can let these other lame ass comedians follow your lead. But I am a leader myself, sir. I don't need your help, sir. Y'all not helping me in the first place, so why should I even give y'all the time of day? Y'all are slowly dying off. It is slowly what they say, it's going to be a lot of slow spinning and singing and flower bringing because your fan base is dying by the minute. They got so much to say about younger comedians, but these young comedians are making a way for themselves. Shout out to all the young comedians out there trying to make a way for yourself. You don't need to go to these veterans because these veterans, they still want to shine. They're not gonna put somebody funnier up. They're not gonna teach somebody the game that they think and see has potential. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I've been out here in the game for 5 years, and in 5 years, I've realized there's a lot of fuckery in the background. It's a lot of lies and a lot of jealousy being spewed. And there's nothing you can do about it. And it's all over. It's all over. In each level too, the top to the bottom. It's a whole bunch of fuckery. And somebody has to be the one to say something. So shout out to Katt for putting the cat out the bag. Man, come on. It is needed. It was needed. Then Monique come in here, but we're not going to talk about black women. We're going to leave that alone because they already say I don't like black women, so we're not going to go there. We're going to leave that one to the professionals. But David Lucas was in the news. I got a personal relationship with David. So I got a lot of calls. I got a lot of messages. I got a lot of calls and a lot of messages. People asking me, so what do you think? How do you feel? And there was a lot of black people. It wasn't a lot of white people. Not one white person messaged me about it. Everybody else, niggas. How did you feel about it, Dubs? How did you feel about it, Dubs? And I said the same thing that I said to all of y'all. It's comedy. It's fucking comedy. You can say what you want. You can get in your feelings how you want to. But guess what? It is comedy. I've been in a room with some comedians that were, really, really rated X, rated R, top notch. Like, do not give a fuck. And I admire that. I admire the fact that they are willing to say whatever the fuck they have to say, whatever they want to say, and not be chastised for it, not be put down for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of fuckery going on in the background. Do you know that there's a lot of tickets that are not being sold and they're being given away? Some of your favorite, and they're not celebrities. They're comedians. There's a difference. There's a big difference. And I think that the masses are confused. I think they're confused because of the smoke and mirrors. Oh, the smoke and mirrors. You got to know the business in the back end. If you know the business, then you know, all right, y'all niggas is all right. Because I want to get there, right? I want to be able to travel the country. I want to be able to be in the improvs. I don't want to go to the hole in the walls. Unfortunately, that's not where I feel like I should be. And I don't want to be there. And I don't have to be there. I have a clean slate, ladies and gentlemen. And there's nothing that you can do about it. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to outwork every fucking comedian in my class. Nothing that you're going to be able to do that's going to outwork me. Not one thing that you're going to be able to do that's going to be able to outwork me. That's just what it is, man. And with that being said, let's talk about the comedy community as a whole, right? I was in Florida, and Florida is a different beast when it comes to comedy. It's a different beast. The club owners are running Florida. If you're not in with the gatekeepers or in with the club owners, you shit out of luck. You shit out of luck. It's a lot of clicks. It's a lot of, hey, don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. If you do shows with them, you ain't doing shows. It is fuckery going on down in the Sunshine State. Owners of the comedy clubs, and I'm not talking about the big ones. I'm not talking about the improvs or the funny bones. I'm talking about the babies. I'm talking about the stepchildren. Now, there's a couple of them. I'm not even going to name them, but they know who they are. Side splitters. There's a lot of fuckery going on over there. It's a lot of fuckery going on. And they trying to work, right? They're trying to help out people that are weak. They help out people that good old boy, listen to your daddy. Good old boy, do what the hell I tell you to do, because it's my goddamn club. You do whatever the hell I tell you to do. That's what they talk. That's how they talk. Good old Florida boys. You know how that thing is. Come on around here, black boy. Come on around here. That's how they running it, mad cats. Listen, I've been out here for a minute trying to bring work to these clubs like LOL, Mad Caps, Side Splitters. I came and brought the Austin comics there, and look at you now. Everybody's like, let's bring Austin comics. Nigga, I told you this shit years ago. Sold out Side Splitters, sold out New York, sold out fucking Colorado, sold out San Antonio. Because I said, I know what is going to be the next big thing. And did they listen to me? Yes, they did. And they cut me out the deal. That's bullshit. That's the shit I'm talking about in the background. Mad Caps, LOL Comedy Club, or Comedy Lounge in Winter Haven. These places are run by ex-comics that didn't do well in stand-up, minus BT. Because I don't know if BT, I know he played basketball somewhere. But when it came down to the clubs, man, no. They are highway robbery artists. Period. And I'm saying it because it happened to me personally, and I got the motherfucker receipts to prove it. So holla at me if you don't believe me. I had to wiggle my way into other ways. I had to work. I had to go around I had to go around the door. Like they were not allowing me to show the full potential. You know how many times they asked me, "Are you a promoter or a comedian?" I said, "Bitch, I'm both." How about that? Bitch, I'm both. And I ended up having to go to another club or to the biggest club in the city. I had to do that. Why? Because they were not allowing me to flourish. They were trying to suppress me. Here, take this amount of money and shut the fuck up. Who in the fuck? I don't think you understand how serious it is. This is not a game for me. I'm all about the bottom line, the dollar. And you are going to make money, so damn sure I'm going to make money. And that's why I started to bring my own comics out. Comics that I think that are amazing. Comics that I think that are dope. I brought them out. Because I will build it on my own. If you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. I've thrown shows in Colorado and sold out, New York, Florida, Texas, and it's only going to continue to expand. Only going to continue to expand. And it ain't shit you niggas could do about it. How about them apples, nigga? It's been a long time coming, man. We've been working extremely hard trying to figure out how to maneuver. And thank goodness, we don't have to worry about snakes because they reveal themselves. I gotta get better, motherfucker. I gotta get better shit. But still, we here, okay? We here right now and we're making it happen. There's so many things, man. There's so many things going on the back end. And I've learned to keep things quiet because when you boast, people think that you're being arrogant. Bitch, I am. Now what? And there's a lot to talk about. Oh my gosh, there's a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about up-and-coming comedians that we got beefs with. We're going to talk about like the top things that are going on with Rogan. We're going to talk about all things Austin. All things Austin. I'm telling you now, it's going to be, once we get it started and we start naming names and start calling out niggas and bringing receipts, that's when the problem's going to happen. That's when they're going to start threatening me. But let me tell you something. We ain't playing no games. We in Texas. The TIXs. Fastest gunslinger in the West. That's just what the fuck it is. We out here making moves, man. I'm excited about the fucking podcast. I'm excited about what we're doing moving forward. If you get a chance, man, check me out. The B Blunt Show, the podcast, is going to be on all streaming platforms. We're going to talk about, like I said, anything and everything that is important to the comedy community. We're going to do segments on, just anything and everything that's popping in comedy. So eventually we're going to bring on guests. We're going to be talking to the people. We're going to be interviewing individuals because we got a lot of comedians that have a lot of things to say, all the way from up and comings all the way up to the big names. I got a couple of shows that I want to plug real quick. We have this Friday, we have the Dark Show. That's at Upstage Comedy Club, 9:45. I think it's 10 o'clock is the start time. Tomorrow, we are at, not tomorrow, that's Friday. Saturday, my first produced show here in San Antonio, in Texas, right? It is at Upstage Comedy Club, Upstage Comedy Lounge, and showtime is 7:45. And it is called the Filthy Pop-Up Show. We're gonna do a whole bunch of pop-up shows all over Texas. It's gonna be the Filthy Show, but it's gonna be called the Pop-Up Show simply because you never know where we're gonna pop up. Now, we have a couple of shows that we have lined up, but we're not gonna tell about all of those because you just got to stay tuned, right? This episode is the beginning episode. First episode ever. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, listening. Look, what we're gonna end up doing, is, who is your favorite comedian and why? Put it in the comments, and we'll review some of these comments later, because I know some of my comedians that are my favorite are not gonna be your favorite. Thank y'all for tuning in. Once a week, we're gonna be doing this now. I feel like it's a great addition to comedy. I'm gonna be talking, like I said, all things comedy. Look forward to holler at y'all, and as always, stay stony.